Welcome back to a new part of Movie Locations Then and Now. Some are instantly familiar, others completely unrecognizable. Get ready for a cinematic journey through time. Please go and check out the original website in the description. The Exorcist 3. Father Dyer's meeting with Lieutenant Kinderman was filmed at 1303 Wisconsin Avenue in Washington, D.C. The Georgetown building remains unchanged since filming. Friday the 13th, Part 6. The Sheriff's Office was filmed at Monticello Street in Covington, Georgia. Once the Forest Green County set, the small-town building remains in everyday use today. The Exorcist. Georgetown University's Healy Hall in Washington, D.C. hosted key scenes. Built in 1879, the Gothic landmark remains the centerpiece of America's oldest Jesuit school. Taxi driver. Travis talks to Sport outside 204 East 13th Street in New York, then follows Iris inside 226. These East Village buildings still stand, echoing Scorsese's gritty vision. The Big Lebowski. The nihilist confrontation scene was shot at Greystone Mansion in Beverly Hills. Built in 1928, the estate still serves as a popular filming site and public park. Wild Hogs. The comedic finale of Wild Hogs was shot on the oceanfront bike path near Pacific Street in Santa Monica. Today, the same stretch bustles with beachgoers and cyclists. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Tarantino used Corriganville Park in Simi Valley, a former movie ranch. Once home to countless westerns, it's now a public park preserving Hollywood history. Kill Bill, Volume 1 and 2. Vernita Green's suburban home sits on Atlas Street in Los Angeles. Built in 1925, the vacant house still carries the eerie presence from Tarantino's Bloody Duel. Pretty Woman. The Las Palmas Hotel in Los Angeles served as Vivian's apartment in the rom-com. Its worn exterior still stands, instantly recognizable to fans of the classic film. Basket Case. Filmmakers used 2 Hubert Street in New York City for the neon Hotel Broslin sign. Hung from a fire escape just for filming, the building still stands today. The Conjuring. The university scenes were filmed at UNC Wilmington's DePaulo Hall. The campus location remains in daily use, seamlessly blending movie history with student life. Con Air. Cyrus's fiery death was filmed on a walkway along North Casino Center Boulevard in Las Vegas. Just north of Fremont Street, the spot remains part of the bustling strip. Clueless. Cher's college visit was filmed at Occidental College in Los Angeles. The historic campus, founded in 1887, remains a popular filming site and thriving academic hub. Lost. Camp Erdman on Oahu's North Shore doubled as the survivors' beach camp in Lost. The YMCA site still welcomes guests, retaining the same coastal backdrop from the show. near dark. Caleb kills Severin at the intersection of South Main Street and West Lincoln Avenue in Coolidge, Arizona. The desert town corner still looks strikingly familiar today. Stranger Things. The Piggly Wiggly in Palmetto, Georgia, doubled as Hawkins's grocery store. Still in use today, the small-town market keeps its ordinary charm despite sci-fi fame. The Craft. The Coven's seaside ritual was filmed at Sequoia Point in Malibu. The same beach also appeared in Dead and Buried. Today, tides still shift around its rocky backdrop. The outlawed Josie Wales. The adobe from Clint Eastwood's Western once stood in Kanab, Utah. Today, its remains are preserved at Little Hollywood Land Museum on West Center Street. Cujo. Gary Purvier's rural home was filmed in Glen Ellen, California, along Sonoma Mountain Road. The remote house still stands, reached by a winding single-lane drive. The Black Phone. The Black Phone, filmed at Northwest Middle School in Delco, North Carolina. Closed in 2020, the abandoned halls and classrooms add eerie realism to the chilling story. Day of the Dead. The zombie attack scene with the alligator was filmed outside the First National Bank building on First Street in Fort Myers, Florida. Built in 1914, the granite landmark still stands. Breaking Bad. J.P. Wynn High School, actually Rio Rancho High in New Mexico, was Walter White's workplace. Built in 1997, the school remains active and instantly recognizable to fans. Con Air. An abandoned pool in Wendover, Utah staged a gritty Con Air scene. Built in 1943, the pools closed in the 1980s, but still stand as eerie relics of the Air Force Base. Firestarter. The post office where Andrew and Charlene appear was shot on Main Street in Chimney Rock, North Carolina. The small-town building continues to serve the community. Superbad. The liquor store where McLovin's big moment unfolds is 7 Days Liquor. Still serving customers today, the shop has become a real-life pilgrimage spot for fans of the comedy. Kindred, The Embraced. The Golden Gate Bridge set the tone for the vampire drama's San Francisco backdrop. The iconic span, opened in 1937, remains one of the world's most filmed landmarks. Reservoir Dogs. Mr. Orange's bloody collapse was shot on Marmion Way in Los Angeles. The quiet Highland Park street looks much the same, though fans still seek out the exact spot. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Springwood High was filmed at John Marshall High School in Los Angeles. Opened in 1931, The historic campus has hosted countless productions beyond Freddy's debut. "12 Monkeys." Bretros Hall was filmed at Philadelphia's Memorial Hall, built in 1876 for the Centennial Exposition. A National Historic Landmark, the building survives as a museum. "Prince of Darkness." Filming took place at LA Art Corps in Los Angeles, where Carpenter staged supernatural horror. The gallery space still serves as an arts venue with a cinematic past. Wayne's World. Filming in Van Nuys, California, brought Wayne and Garth's world to life. The suburban streets remain familiar, decades after the cult comedy hit theaters. Mac and Me. The quirky sci-fi Mac and Me filmed scenes on California's El Mirage dry lake bed. The barren desert landscape remains a filming favorite for its surreal, endless horizon. Friday the 13th, Part 5. The roadside diner from Friday the 13th, Part 5 still stands in Agoura Hills, California. Once the backdrop for a bloody encounter, today it serves a far calmer clientele. Star Trek: Strange New Worlds. The first Servant's Ascension scene was filmed at Parkwood Estate in Oshawa, Ontario. The historic mansion, once a grand home, now stands preserved as a museum. Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. Santa Monica Beach set the stage for Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. The same stretch of sand remains a vibrant Southern California landmark today. Pee-wee as himself. South Pasadena, a frequent filming town, provided the suburban backdrop for Pee-wee as himself. Its quiet streets have hosted countless film and TV productions. Tremors. The monster thriller Tremors used Alabama hills in Lone Pine, California, for its rocky standoffs. Though some boulders were props, the dramatic Sierra backdrop endures. I Love You, Man. Filmed across Venice Beach, Chinatown, and Los Feliz, the film showcased Los Angeles' diverse neighborhoods. Each remains vibrant, continuing to host Hollywood shoots. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Julie's Scream Into the Storm was filmed in Southport, North Carolina. The coastal town still thrives, its streets and docks largely unchanged since the slasher classic. It, Chapter 1. Georgie's paper boat scene was filmed in Toronto, Canada. The rainy street still attracts fans of Pennywise's haunting introduction, linking movie magic with reality. Back to the Future Part 3. Marty's Race with Needles was filmed at an Oxnard, California intersection. The traffic light was a movie prop, leaving the quiet suburban streets much as they were before. Spiral. The Clinton Street Theater in Portland hosted the film's old movie memories. Opened in 1915, it remains a historic cinema known for cult screenings and indie spirit. Cast Away. Tom Hanks' Chuck Noland finally delivers the package at a Texas crossroads. Filmed near Canadian Texas, the quiet rural intersection remains much like it appeared on screen. From Dusk Till Dawn. Benny's World of Liquor was filmed in Lancaster, California, along 140th Street East. Built in the 1950s, it also appeared as Cactus Jack's Market in T2. Kindergarten Cop. Astoria's John Jacob Astor Elementary School in Oregon became the setting for Kindergarten Cop. Built in 1925, the historic building still stands just blocks from the coast. Eastbound and Down. Kenny Powers' home in Eastbound and Down was filmed at 501 Hitch Court in Wilmington, North Carolina. Built in 1992, the suburban house still stands today. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Bill and Ted's apartment was filmed at the Hollywood Riviera condos in West Hollywood. Built in 1954, the complex continues to house residents decades later. The Birds. The Tides restaurant in Bodega Bay, California, served as a key setting in Hitchcock's The Birds. Still open, it remains a coastal landmark with film history. Back to the Future. Doc Brown's garage in Back to the Future was filmed in Burbank, California. Once a simple workshop, the structure remains tied forever to time travel movie history. Lethal Weapon. California's El Mirage dry lake bed also staged explosive action in Lethal Weapon. Its stark desert scenery, unchanged today, still attracts filmmakers and thrill riders. Back to the Future Part 2. Biff Tannen's 1955 home from Back to the Future Part 2 is in South Pasadena, California. Built in 1910, the two-story house still carries its early 20th century charm. High Fidelity. High Fidelity brought John Cusack's record shop world to Chicago, Illinois. The Windy City's neighborhoods still echo with the film's music-filled nostalgia,